You can't hold me down. 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 You can't hold me.
Just got this Worx pole saw, chainsaw. I just put it up here and do a quick unboxing of it for you. Alright, today I'm gonna let you guys see some footage of this cordless Worx pole saw in action. I'm on a roof today. I have a tree right here by this carport, and I want to get these two main branches out right here, or this main one, and I don't want to cut it here and let it fall on it because I don't want to damage it, so I'm gonna have to cut it out in sections. So I thought I'd get up here, and this pole saw should be able to get me to reach those branches. They're still probably, I don't know, a good 15 to 18 feet, maybe even 20 feet above the carport. So I should be able to stand here and reach up here and cut those off and then keep on trimming on it. I did just cut a tree off a power line over here, and I used this pole saw, and I thought I did a pretty good job for it also just being a little battery. I actually got quite a bit of cuts. So my plan today is, I don't know how much I'm going to make, but I'm hoping to get it trimmed back to at least here. So I'm going to be making a lot of little cuts, but it will actually cut through those big thing. I think over there I cut one a good 12 inches thick. So it has a good cutting for larger tree branches, even though I think it's obviously designed for just trimming and small tree branches. But you can get some of those bigger ones. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys see it. Also, I'm not brand specific. This is just what I bought for this project. I bought a couple of the Remington ones that you plug in, but I went with this one because it was the longest reach capacity, and I'm in an area that I need the battery because I'm not at my house, so I would be having to tap in one of the tenants' utilities, and I try not to do that, so I wanted a battery operated one. So we'll see how much cuts. This is a full battery, and I've only used it once, so we'll see how much life I get out of it, because I'll be using it until it stops.
As you guys are watching me cut these limbs, I wanted to go ahead and give you somewhat of a review and let you guys know what I think about these saws, and even go on about this saw. But first, I wanted to let you guys know that I am cutting these branches onto a roof, and I just wanted to state this before maybe someone else sees me doing this and thinks it's okay to get on their roof and cut trims away from the roof area. A branch can fall and puncture your roof. I wasn't too concerned with this because I'm going to be replacing this roof soon. So if you guys do it, just be mindful that you need to cut it in much smaller sections. For example, there was 2 branches that did fall, and they did tear up some of the shingles when I was doing this. I'm getting ready to replace the roof, so I wasn't too worried about that. Here's my attempt at a review and what I think about these saws. I think these saws are great homeowner saws. They're cheap enough that most people can buy and save quite a bit of money to get out there and do the work themselves. This saw cost me 150 bucks. They do range up and down. There's cheaper ones. You can also get the corded ones, and they can get cheaper, and you can also get much higher, depending on what you guys want. I also like to call these kind of saws throwaway saws, because again, you buy them and you have them set for a few jobs, and then at some point they're going to wear out. But honestly, these saws actually get a lot of cutting done before they give out. We've had a couple Remington pole saws in the past, and they really get a lot of use out of them before they start giving out. In the past with the Remingtons, same thing I'm sure with this. I mean, they do break down. Some of the gears stop working. The plastic will break on them. They just wear out at some point, but you can get a lot of use in them. So just keep in mind, I think they're for the homeowners and not maybe for commercial, for people wanting to have a lot of use out of them. You can definitely use them commercially. Just keep in mind that you're going to be having to replace them often, but you know, you're still going to be able to use it and save a lot of money by using these saws, by being able to do it yourself. And again, homeowners aren't really wanting to go out and buy, you know, $600 to $5,000 saws to just kind of 10 limbs out of their yard. So these are great cheap saws for the homeowners to buy and purchase. Just keep in mind with the battery operated ones, at some point the batteries will stop holding a charge, just like any other battery operated device. You're going to get a couple, maybe a year or two of use out of it, and then that battery is probably going to stop holding a charge. So then that's when you just kind of replace the whole thing. As you can see, I'm just cutting away at this. I think I can cut for almost 20 to 30 minutes before the battery actually dies. And you can see I got quite a bit of cutting in that amount of time.
Good. And you got quite a bit cut down, and that was not that long. Again, these are pretty small limbs. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece right here on this, just for the video purpose, so you guys see how it is cutting.
I already knew I was buying a battery operated one, but the downfall to the battery operated ones is that you have to wait a long time for those batteries to charge. So that's kind of... But other than that, this is a great saw. It got my work done, and I was able to save quite a bit of money. I'm going to throw out some examples. For example, I think this tree branch coming across this roof, if I would have paid someone else, I would have been looking at $400 to $600. And that would have been to just cut it up into small pieces and remove it from the roof. So just by buying this saw for 150 bucks and being able to go over there and do it myself, I was actually able to save quite a bit of money, and it didn't take me a whole lot of time, several hours, and waiting on that battery to charge. I also had done a tree off the power lines a few weeks before. I got an estimate just to cut it off the power line for 600 bucks. That was not cutting it up and removing it. That was just to cut it off the power line. So again, as you can see, being able to buy a little cheap saw and do the work myself, I'm able to save quite a bit of money with this little thing. And I really think that's what most homeowners and people that are going to be viewing this saw are going to be looking for. So these are great little saws.
I'm going to have to move this because I got power lines coming right across the roof as well. Right now I have these ones laying on there, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw this off, so I'm gonna have to stop you guys. Hate it when you're cutting wood and your glasses always fog up. That one was a little bit bigger than I was expecting it to be. Girl might want to see this.
He's gonna get his ass fucked. That's the boy does. You're gonna get your ass whooped.